Hi guys, yeah, I just wanted to talk about how I got into GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6, or maybe the right word is how I got excited or I got hyped for Grand Theft Auto 6, because actually what you're seeing here is Grand Theft Auto 5, me walking around in Grand Theft Auto 5 actually. So, since we're going to be having the GTA 6 coming really soon in a couple of months, I thought I will, I'm sure, definitely, guys, go ahead in the comment sections and do share what like made you get excited about the whole Grand Theft Auto series and in particular GTA 6. So I just want to share like what got me to this, and it's a bit special for me because I'm not a hardcore gamer. You might not even want to call me a casual gamer. Okay, maybe a very mild casual gamer. You can say that because I find that very few games can really get me engaged, right? Most of the games that I try to buy whenever like I have free time, I don't buy like games like every monthly, maybe every 2 years once, if that. And I don't blame the game because a lot of people love it, so it's on me, guys, actually. So I got Spider-Man, right? Like a couple of years back I got Spider-Man game, and I just like played for a few minutes and I can't really go further. So for a game to like make a very casual guy like me get into it, play it, and like really finish it, I mean, like if like somebody who never played video games before, right? You want to like get them, how to say, make them understand what gaming is all about, what it's so much fun about it. GTA, I mean, for all the controversies, right, it's a great beginner's game, I would say, right? So I just want to share some of the points about the Grand Theft Auto series, and maybe also maybe I'll mention towards the end about GTA 6 in particular. But anyway, so just to give you, it is a bit of a long form video, guys. Actually, those of you who like shorts, I mean the 15-second stuff and all that, there are lots of videos of that style. This is more for a bit more, you wanna like, sometimes for me myself, when I listen to some of the gaming YouTube channels, sometimes when I'm doing some things in the house, I just put it in the background just to listen to those things, right? So short or long form videos all have their roles. So a bit of background. Years back, okay, here we go, flashbacks. Okay, bear with me. When we were young and poor, that meme of Nintendo, the small Nintendo with the CRT cathode ray tube TV in a basement with two. I'm sure those who are in go to internet forums remember that, a very basic poor man setup of gaming, right? Because gamers, all we need is a screen and a remote, and you any basement, any place, we can just go on with it. So yeah, so okay, young and poor, right? So very very, how to say, cliched start. So in school, when I had free time, we used to what we did was we took papers, right? Just papers, get a pen or a pencil, and we'll draw like racetracks on the papers. Okay, so the racetrack curves to and fro and everything. And what happens is we get a second see-through paper, like a plastic sheet or something. We cut it into a small square, and we draw like a F1 car, like viewed from above, right? So something like that. And what we will do is that we will so like guy A will make the racetrack in the paper, and guy B will try to use that small see-through plastic car and go through the racetrack as fast as possible, right? Of course, the racetrack is kind of narrow, and then there are like other cars drawn there, so he has to maneuver around those cars, not hit them and all that. So the guy will be watching. Okay, so the guy who can do it the fastest, and then we get creative. We will put something that looks like obstacle, and you don't know how to go through, and you have to use some creativity and all that. And so yeah, we had lots of fun. Also, all you needed was paper and pen. So we kids were natural at making games, man, back in the day. And Yeah, so that's how it was back in the day. No, we didn't have all those expensive stuff and all. And we went on for a while like that. And then eventually, my younger brother, he started to grow up, and dad got him some things like the classic Nintendo, the Game and Watch, those kind of things. And I wasn't really like into that. Maybe occasionally I might just like have a look at it. And then he got into Final Fantasy and all that. all these RPG, Japanese role-playing games and everything, which to me was like seemed kind of tedious, not really so exciting for me. And then one fine day, was it 2005, maybe around that time that year, within a few years of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas releasing, right? So interestingly, the Grand Theft Auto series also sort of peaked uh, in San Andreas. Even now, lots of GTA fans really love San Andreas a lot because it was like everything came together. PS2 was like maturing as a system, and how to say, the 3D gaming, right, was coming to the forefront, and the hardworking team at Rockstar Games, they did all those things, and then all the cool. That was also the time where the black hip hop culture was peaking. 90s. Every kid was listening to hip hop. So the music, the soundtrack in the cars, the whole gangster versus gangster stuff, and all the 90s gangster fashion style, the whole thing was like just like a special moment in time. And so when I like came back home, I was outstation at the time, and my brother had that PS2 at the time, and I sort of hesitantly, I thought, okay, let's just see what it's about, right? Just put the CD in the tray, and because a few other games I had like tried to, some Vietnam War games and all, it really didn't draw me in. And those years, I have to say, only I would say 3 games were the ones that really made me play a lot. GTA, Metal Gear Solid, of course. I love that game also. It was another game that I was able to, with my basic skill sets, I was able to sort of get into. And the other one is God of War, right? God of War, I was able to play that for a while. Most of the other games is like a fussy child, who vomits out all kinds of food we give him, except for maybe like one or two things. So I'm like that. So I if I can play a game, I think that it has to be a good game. It has to be very beginner friendly. Of course, later on it can become like much more advanced and all that, but definitely it has to be beginner friendly, and the remote, the controls and all has to be very intuitive and all that. It has to like sort of slowly bring me along until I get the skill set, and I'm able to sort of do more things, right? Spidey sort of failed in that. I think that guy was Rhino, was it, right? So I was swinging around buildings for a while, and then once I met the first villain, I couldn't go any further somehow. I just like sort of stopped there and then. So anyway, I talked to you a bit about my childhood, right? As I said, this is long form stuff, and of course, share in the comment section things that, like, say, you didn't like me, certain things that I was talking about, certain things seemed a bit too boring or what, or you want me to talk more about certain things, or you like what I'm saying, please go ahead and comment, so that I can give you guys some better narration next time, maybe when you're doing your laundry or when you're doing your whatever it is that you're doing. Hey, why is this car not moving, man? Come on. Oh yeah, I forgot. See, that's why I say I'm quite a basic gamer. Actually, it's been a while since I touched this, because I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for quite a bit, and yeah, I'll put a video up about that, and how Red Dead Redemption 2, the game, what elements of the game might Rockstar want to put into GTA 6. Okay, but I digress. I come back to what I want to talk about. The car is kind of distracting because you're like trying to drive and talk, right? So where was it? GTA San Andreas. I talked about how it was special, right? The California vibe of it, the rap music, all those things. And then another thing about it was, okay, controls were intuitive, right? So it wasn't like very complicated. You master a few basic stuff, and then you already having fun already, right? So that is one thing I liked about it. Simple, easy. At least that's what I felt. To me, okay, it was a nice evening seaside here. I'm running around. So that is one point. The next point is the intensity of the game, guys. Okay, that's a big thing, because when you're playing the game, and if it's like very hardcore first-person shooter or whatever, like I'll probably be thrown off it, because sometimes when you're playing game, you get distracted. People are calling you, the family members around, all these things going on, and sometimes you are also doing like multitasking and all that. So if it requires very intense concentration, then for me it's not even a game, because like it's like work already, right? And maybe you're going to work or whatever, you're concentrating a lot and you want to make sure things are right and all that. So when you come back home, when you're playing a game, you want like sort of let it go. You just want to be playing casually, like what I'm doing now, right? I'm just running around the beach, just taking it all in, looking at the weather, like the evening by the seaside. People are walking about, so you want like a laid back kind of intensity, and then suddenly if you feel like, right, you want to ramp it up a notch, like this guy's walking there, I just might choose to punch him and kick him and start a fight, that kind of thing. You can start a firefight with a gun if you have guns. But you can, like just now you saw me, I just stole a car just now literally, and I just left it there. So it's got this very nice light versus heavy gameplay, and that's very relaxing, right? So once you come back home, maybe for the first 20-30 minutes just driving around listening to music, maybe it's foggy in the evening, right, or maybe it's a rainy morning, it could be anything. So you just like sort of taking it all in and like relaxing your body, after coming back from work you're very stiff and all that. So you can grab a beer, or if you don't drink, you can get a soft drink or what, some chips. The kind of gamers are very well known for their healthy eating habit, right? So, or you can get your salad bowl or whatever it is, and then whoa, so there's a nice plane there in the evening, landing there. So landing, or where is it going? I don't know. I'm just walking by the beach now, getting my sneakers all wet. American flag. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, the variable intensity. So I love that. Great way for me to de-stress, right? So after the intuitive control, the next thing was that variable intensity. Okay. There are some other games that have that kind of a concept, but there are other games where you're always stressed out, you're always like, even if you play Red Dead Redemption 2, in certain parts of the story, you will be playing it with very heightened senses, right? So because suddenly the robbers might, not highway robbers, I don't know, what you want to call it, right, they'll come and attack you, and some parts are very scary, man. Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm sure some of you guys came across that serial killer thingy and some mangled bodies and stuff, so yeah, I guess I wouldn't want things to go too heavy, hold up guys, like that. Yeah, it's an adult game, but games are games, right? But anyway, I think Rockstar made this one very adult game. I forgot the name of it. What was it? Was it Manhunt? Yeah, there was this very peculiar game where they went very dark. I don't think that kind of stuff is needed, as Buddha said, moderation and everything, no need to be so extreme, right? Okay, back to where we were. Okay, the other thing about GTA that I like is, wow, there's a nice thing for you to blow up, guys. There's a nice fuel tank here, Ron something. So if you got some, let's see, my RPG is 0, so I got some other kind of guns anyway if I want to blow this whole thing up. Shall I do it? Cops will be on me, then I won't be able to talk, so let's be a good boy. Look at this gun. I've made it into pink colors, right? Yeah, so weapon customization, the kind of clothing you can do, and of course in San Andreas, you could go to the gym and stuff, all this stuff. Again, adds to the appeal of the game, because like you get all these mini games, small things that gives you small wins and everything, right? Like if you go to the gym in San Andreas, you are able to like run faster and whatnot, or swim better and stuff. So that's kind of fun, like all those little things. Like my voice is also going to a higher pitch. We love that. We love all those nitty-gritty small things that make it fun to play, rather than like heavy kind of gameplay. Okay, so what else on GTA series, and that I'm expecting in GTA 6 as well? The creativity of it, right? The creativity meaning that, let's say you're given a mission, right? Somebody's going fast in a car, and then you've got to catch that guy. You should not kill him, but you should catch him. So what we do is, it's up to us, right? You can get a big lorry and go and ram the guy's car so that he gets down and runs on foot, and you can start like getting into a fight with him or whatever, but don't kill him. Or you can like shoot the getaway car's tires, the car comes to a screeching halt, right? And the guy gets incapacitated and then you can grab him, and like, so you got lot of these options on how you want to accomplish any goal. And I really love that, because one of the cool things about playing video games is it should like make you become creative, right? That's what distinguishes it from like watching a movie where you're just passively just staring at the thing. So it's, of course, it's nice. Movies, they're a different category of entertainment, and so why would I want to buy and play a game? So you cannot pick up prostitutes in this vehicle. Okay. All right, so yeah, this is a fun buggy, little yellow green buggy I'm riding around here. Yeah. So the creativity aspect of it, I love that this game encourages that. So there are some more traditional games where you just have like one way. You have, it's like let's say like you have a brawler, right? So you just go fight, and then maybe you have some combo moves, and then you but even in brawlers sometimes, of course, you can come up with certain combination moves that is unique to you, or a certain style, or your speed of your response, or whatever. So that's something that a lot of games have in common, but especially in GTA, the creativity aspect of it is very beautiful, and the way the game is designed with lots of tools that you can use to attack a problem, right? So like, let's say vehicles, as you can see here, you got motorcycles, cars, and depending on which vehicle you choose for a particular mission, you might get a different outcome. Like motorcycles, there's a traffic jam, you can sort of bypass that, you can like get to your bad guy faster, but at the same time, the bad guy, if he rams you, your motorcycle, you're gonna go flying with your motorcycle, for example, right? So it introduced lots of these variability and creativity in the game. Like, look at this, how this car responds in a sandy environment, right? So just delicious to play. So yeah, so that's another thing I love about the variability of it, the creativity of it. I love that. And then what else do I love about GTA? Okay, it's a little bit of everything. Sometimes you go to a restaurant, you order the platter where they have some, maybe they give you some grilled fish, and then you got some squid, and then they give you some prawns as well, and then so they give you like an average price, and then they throw in a drink, like it's like a package. So yeah, then you're happy, because like sometimes when you look at the menu, there are 20 items, and you feel like, oh, that looks nice. This looks nice too. Like, can I have like a bit of everything? So platters. So GTA gives something like that, whereby it's not like a hardcore shooter. It's not like a hardcore racing game, right? What is it? Need for Speed, those kind of things. Just totally extremely focused on one particular thing. So some people are into that. Of course, some people are specialists, right? They like really hone their craft, and and then they follow the series like Need for Speed. Whenever a new edition comes in, Call of Duty, whatever, they really go one by one and master it and everything, and maybe have communities and discussion forums and all that. So whereas this one is more of like, you can do shooting, you can do car racing, you can do brawling, you can do so many things, and so it's got something for everybody. And for, as I said, a casual gamer like me, it keeps me entertained for many hours, because I get to like do all these things, and the learning curve is not horrible. Of course, you can go to very high level if you want, but the learning curve is is there for you. You can just make do with some simple maneuvers, or you can go as much as you want. So for the most part, because I'm like always trying to just like trying to get through, because I'm quite heavily into, like, I like to finish story missions and all that, while at the same time going off on a tangent here and there to a certain extent, not extremely so. So for me, I learn a bit of the skills enough to get by, and then I try to go with the story. Well, after the story is done, I might just like what I'm doing now, just screw around a bit, play around with the thing. So that's how it is. So yeah, a little bit of everything for everybody. That's also something that a newbie will love. They're able to like explore all kinds of things, and then later on, when they become more advanced gamers, right, then they can definitely choose the niche that they want to go into, right? So that will be there. So what else we have? Oh yeah, this is very interesting to me. I'm not sure how many of y'all will say games being like a source of your growth as a person. What is this? I've seen something like, oh, the light is reflecting. See, this the amount of details. I mean, I think everybody knows about the famous horses balls shrinking in the winter thingy in Red Dead Redemption, the sunlight, or is it the not sunlight? It's kind of dark now. I think it's the street light or something. Just now was shimmering off the metal, and I got attracted by that. Right? Okay. So yeah, the horse shrinking ball. So like the amount of like extreme details these guys. Wow, that's cool. Man. I love art, So when I see these kind of things, do I still remember how to take a picture in this? As I say, it's been a while since I played this game. So you can take a picture and all that. It's cool, of nice places that you visit in your game, right? So yeah, so as I said, a little bit of everything. So another thing that GTA does at school is like you can take pictures of all this nice scenery and things, and then once you're done with the game, you can like go back and look at all the important moments. Even games like cowboy games like RDR had something along those lines. So that is a future that I think I enjoy. Although I'm not sure how many of those pictures I see and go through later on, but that's a future that I enjoy in these games. Okay, so now yeah, I talked about positive things in games. So see, the sense of ownership, right? Especially when you're young, you don't have much money. You have to probably beg your parents to get you like a video game console and all kind of things. That it might be your first sense of really owning something or feeling like an adult, right? Because what happens is you get a chance in GTA to buy houses, businesses, right? And you really see growth. You feel like a adult man or adult woman, as the case may be, but I'm a man, so like you feel like an adult man because hey, I'm now having a business, I'm owning a house, and look at this lovely house. It's like like how many people get to have 2-3 houses, right? Like in real life, depends on your luck, of course. But in the game, you can have like a house in the how to say rural area, in the village. You can have an apartment in the city center, and then you're driving around in a sports car to these places. Man, that sense of confidence it imbues in you. And maybe in real life it sort of translates. Then you're not thinking that hey man, I need to get like a couple of houses, a couple of cars and stuff. So it gives that kind of a feeling of maturity, adulthood, responsibility as well, I think, at least. Okay, and the other thing is that it's a game, yet at the same time it does not run too far away from reality, right? So if you play some of those weird games, some wizard games or whatever, artificial world games, and you're an elf or you're something and you're flying like anything. So it's like it's not grounded in reality at all. So you can't really correlate that with real life, right? So if you play as a wizard and all that, you mastered how to fly a dragon, for example. That doesn't really it's nice, but to me at least, I guess, right? But if you mastered how to shoot like a certain gun in this GTA franchise, or ride a sports car very fast without getting into an accident, that seems more like a tangible, real world kind of skill, that you're developing. So it gives a confidence. It gives, of course, your hand-eye coordination. I mean, that one is not GTA only. It's just gaming in general is always said to be something positive for people's mental alertness and hand-eye coordination. That is a given. But for people even to be wanting to sit and play a few hours, if they're not a gamer kind, then that's why I think GTA kind of shines. And as I mentioned earlier, some of the heavier things, some of the more extreme things, I can't say. I mean, of course, there's artistic freedom. Some people might like it, so I have no much comments on that. Well, or they can separate into two topics. The extreme ones can be like an extreme game that's only limited to very, very grown-up people, I guess. I don't know what you guys think about that, about like extreme violence in games and all that. That one is something for another day. Maybe I'll discuss on that another day. So, and then also the fact that you get to do something you never do in real life. To say that, of course, as I said again, flying a dragon is something you'll never do in real life, but at the same time, it's very far away from reality. But what I mean by saying something you might never do in real life is like what are the chances of you flying a military jet, right? Or a weather balloon, okay? Or piloting a submarine. In GTA, you get to like do all these things, right? And it's possible in real life. I mean, it's like very, very rare. I mean, a dragon, right? That's zero. We all know that. But submarine, not zero, maybe 0.001%, right? I mean, yeah. So and then let's say you buy all the cool guns and you go to the shooting range, and so how many people in real life have a chance to really fire an AR-15 rifle or a shotgun or throw a grenade, and so you get to have all these close to reality experiences. That's great. And when you ride all these cars, bikes, and everything, it might inspire you to maybe one day get one like a cruiser. Like you never thought about Harley Davidson, but once you start riding around in the cruisers in this game or scrambler bikes, right, it might tempt you to, hey, maybe I should go join these sports, and then it might eventually make you an outdoor person, although you start off as an indoor nerd, right? So once you get maybe better income and all that, you can sort of some sports activity going on there. I see some crazy lights, man. Something interesting going on there. So that's another thing that it can lead to, right? So confidence of owning your properties and managing businesses and stuff, and then experiencing new things that you might not or you might never experience in real life in a safe way, right? In a safe way is another important thing, because like if you go and do funny things with a sports car in real life, you're gonna cause damage to life and property, man. Okay, but in games you can do it. Okay, you can do that relatively safely, and once you know which vehicle that suits your fancy, then you can like consider buying, right? We are now at dawn, the sun is rising, guys. So you can then safely choose one vehicle and really get good at it in real life in a safe way. Okay, and you don't feel so much like that you miss out on things, because you all try all these things in the games, and you know that they make go to extreme lengths to give you a genuine experience. For example, if you take a shotgun and shoot in GTA versus a revolver or versus a bazooka, the effect, the impact, the physics are different, right? So although it's not exactly doing it in real life, wow, look at the helicopter, man. It's cool, right? So it gives you a decent kind of, I would say, decent kind of experience. Okay, and also the physics they develop for the various vehicles. When you how often you get to drive a garbage truck in real life, right? So it gives you the opportunity to experience the physics of the garbage truck versus a sports car versus a sedan, the weight, the response to the controllers, all that is it's an enriching experience. So I've talked a bunch of things on why I like GTA, and I think I also mentioned, right, sometimes you just want to get in a car and you're just driving around and listening to these music, man, and the effort they put in into all these radio stations. You got all the talk shows, which is funny. Like, so you're just driving. Say, let's say you just came back from work, you're tired, you just want to like chill, right? So you're not going to do any mission. You just drive around and you're just listening to all these cool radio talk show music and all that. And especially if you're not from, let's say, the US, it's going to be even more of a novelty experience for you, and the sarcasm that they throw in there and everything. And so that also sort of enriches your music knowledge, your view or understanding of current affairs, and so it's all good. Of course, they've been delaying GTA 6 release by a bunch of times now. However, I feel, compared to that first announcement date and all these delays, the term AI, artificial intelligence, as a kind of a trending thing, was like very peripheral when they were initially talking about GTA 6 release. But nowadays AI has become like a buzzword, and every other Tom, Dick and Harry is talking about it. So I think and I hope they're gonna include some interesting artificial intelligence based stuff in their final polish of GTA 6. So having played GTA San Andreas, that was my first GTA series games, man. Right, for better or worse. I know that lots of GTAs had existed before that, Vice City and all those other things, top down versions and everything. I played Bully also a bit, not bad, but unfortunately, I really hope Bully 2 comes where they really ramp things up and all. I mean, it it still doesn't compare to like running a criminal, not empire, but being a criminal in GTA is kind of all kinds of fun, because you're not gonna do this in real life. are you? So, but I do hope Bully 2 comes. They should have teams. There should be one team for the Cowboy or the Red RDR pathway. There should be one dedicated team for GTA, obviously, and there should be one dedicated team for Bully. I think that would be just great. Um, three, three iconic lines of games, right? I think Rockstar should do that. What do you all think? Share in the comment section. So I think I'm sort of reaching the end of my uh, I don't know, discussion, rambling, rant, uh, call it whatever you want, and share your thoughts, what you like, did not like, and then maybe we'll discuss something based on the feedback, the comments, and everything next time around. And yep. Well, just a bit more in terms of what I've played. So after having a good time with San Andreas, I was away for a while. I didn't really get into GTA 4. I didn't want to play it. I was interested in it, but I think life got in the way, and I was busy with stuff. And at that point in time, I somehow just did not get into it. So do share in the comments whether I should, whether it's too late for me to play, or whether the time has passed by and then I might not enjoy it as much. Maybe I don't know. And then my other brother, at one point, he bought Xbox 360. That's the time where Xbox was like becoming like a trendy thing. And I bought some games, I think, including the Gears of War, okay, how you pronounce it. And I played a bit again. It couldn't engage me. Very few games engage me, man. GTA is magic in that way. Somehow it's just one game that engaged me. Oh, here's the hot dog seller. Can I buy something from him? Or are we gonna get into a fight or something? Can I buy stuff from you? There's not much option to do that. Oops, sorry. Don't attack me. Well, yeah, as you can see now here in this particular video here, I'm playing GTA 5. So what happened is, after I missed GTA 4 and then got sidetracked with that Xbox 360 for a bit, and then I eventually got of course COVID. Look at what happened, something technical issue here. Yeah, COVID came in, and the supply of PS5 consoles became very limited. So that put a kind of a break on things, right? And then eventually got a PS5, and of course the first game I bought, first bunch of games I bought with it is GTA 5. Very late, I know, but still it's a good game. I enjoy it, and I like the innovations in it, like how they, you sort of, there's, I mean, going into spirituality for a bit, like especially in Hindus and some element of Buddhists also, they talk about this reincarnation, and some of the Hindu monks talk about being able to jump from body to body. That means their spirit, let's say they will go and lie down in a cave. I mean, I watched all the 70s movies last time, the Tamil movies. They'll go and lie down in a cave, and then their soul will go and get into the body of somebody else, a king who just passed away, or whatever it is, an animal or something like that. So they're able to jump body to body. So in GTA 5 you feel like that, because like the you will be trying to go to the other guy, and then there are 3 protagonists, right? So you want to play as another guy, and then you'll find that how to say, the camera will zoom out, right? You'll go to the top down view like that, and then you will then go down again into the other guy's role, the third guy's role. So what do you call it, it feels like that. It feels like you are the soul, right, the player of the game, and then you inhabit 3 3 bodies with various personas, characters, and then you leave out their life, right? Something like that. So yeah, there's that spiritual feel to it, right? Just want to share that that's a bit unique in this GTA. You can play as 3 different type of characters, and you are like a spirit moving into those 3 different bodies. Yeah, I'm ranting, I know, I'm sorry. And that's kind of unique about GTA 5, and there are like a bunch of things that I enjoyed about it. including the one that I mentioned just now. That's like unique to this particular edition. And GTA 6 is gonna have a female protagonist. That's definitely interesting. We want to see how that sort of turns out. And in terms of whether you can sort of go and disturb guys, and whether you can make life miserable for them. Girls like to sort of harass their boyfriends, right? So if you play as a girl, maybe you can do all those kind of funny things, and maybe in terms of missions as well, as femme fatale or whatever they call it, right? You can do some interesting spying missions. You go and tempt a guy, and you go and get some information like that, those kind of things. Or is it going to be just Sigourney Weaver type of what do you call it, action girl, where you're just going flying around shooting and killing people just like a boy would? So yeah, those things are going to be interesting in GTA 6. And yeah, I'll talk more about GTA 6 maybe in the upcoming videos. But basically, in this video, I just want to share with you guys more of a slow, long form video about how I got into GTA Grand Theft Auto series, and like why am I excited for GTA 6, because after the kind of fun I've had in GTA San Andreas and GTA 5 as well. So I'm looking forward to further creativity by Rockstar on GTA 6. Just want to mention another thing. I'm a very classic, old school kind of game. I've never been so much into online kind of stuff and everything. We know that the gaming world is really evolving, and the younger people are taking it to very different directions, and a lot of new games that have this online mode and this kind of battle royale and these kind of things are very popular nowadays. So I do not know, honestly, like after GTA 6, will we even get this kind of a traditional traditional single player single player games that is having a lot of non-online kind of component, right? Like the traditional games, I mean, like traditional style of games with the online as not an afterthought, but maybe as like subsequent secondary elements to it, right? In the future, you might have very heavy online games, minimal offline missions and so on. I don't know what you guys think, or what you guys feel, whether that should be, people should move on with the times and just all go online, or there's still a role for the traditional the non-socializing nerd in the basement trope, right? So do share about that in the comment section. So if technology movement is any indication, I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 is the last game in the series where you have like a traditional non-online based story heavy kind of a game. But the thing is that worldwide, not every place has great internet connection, right? So having a game you can play, you can own, having a physical CD, right, and play without any internet connection at all, and internet just being an option if you want to have like downloadable packs or certain multiplayer setups. That I think is a sweet spot. It's like democratizing games. Is all about everybody, whatever your color, whatever your income level, everybody should be able to play games. So hopefully it's not reserved over time only for those rich, well off first world country people with great internet connection and lots of money to spend on all kind of whatever systems and how to say expansion packs that they develop. So we hope that Rockstar will sort of keep it in mind. Nice car, nice looking building, man. What car is this? It's called, what is that? Well, I can't really seem to read it so well. Bellini? Is that Bellini? It looks like an Aston Martin to me. So there it is, guys. Thank you for taking some time to listen. I hope I was able to be of company to you guys when you guys are doing, as I mentioned earlier, I don't know, doing the laundry or doing some boring word processing, or you are doing some accounting, database, whatever updates, using Google Sheets, Excel, whatever it is that you all do. And socializing is not easy, nowadays. course you got the jocks and the nerds, and some people are. I find sometimes that it does require a lot of work. People are, especially nowadays. Back in the day, I think when I say back in the day, maybe hundreds or thousands of years ago, there were a lot of good motivations for people to want to socialize, right? You want to have shelter, food, safety. You really need to interact with people. Nowadays, modern technology, like you can have all the basics without really needing social interactions. And so it works both ways. Even like, for example, I want to hang out with a lot of people. I find that most people are not interested, even if I'm interested, for example, because they got their work, they got this, they got that, whatever stuff and all that. So unless you're hyper extroverted and you're gonna willing to go through all the effort, because I have a friend, he does this like throws parties and stuff, and I know how much hard work goes into it. So I'm like, I wonder, like, wow, do we need to go through all this just to, like, have some friends come over and stuff? So pros and cons, guys, but it's just that I feel that compared to years ago, nowadays socializing is like, it's like quite difficult. I don't know what you guys think, right? Relatively difficult, I feel. Of course, unless you're in an environment like let's say you're in a college town or what, it's different. But especially if you're already like a working adult and everything, yeah, it's not what it was some years ago. Especially after COVID and everything, that so-called introvert life, indoor life has become like more and more prevalent. Even like to go shopping and all, people are going online shopping nowadays. So yeah, those things are there happening. Maybe over time I'll try to find a sweet spot on that, right? On socializing the traditional way, and then versus doing indoor activities like playing games and stuff. Yeah, that those times will come. Until then, we always have GTA to keep us company, to have some fun, take a break. Alright guys, I think that's it from me this time. Do share in the comment section. Well, at least there's some amount of digital socializing, if not traditional socializing. And then maybe, who knows, we might do a meetup sometime somewhere in the future. Something might happen. Okay, take care. Bye bye, see you guys soon. Much love.